Bonnie took the bag? Is the hard drive still in it?
Police had it in evidence. I was able to sign it out.
Hard drive's not in it.
The drive wasn't in there. It wasn't logged in either, so someone must have taken it before it got to the station.
Was that someone new?
I don't think so.
You've been through hell tonight, God knows, but you do not have the luxury to make me the enemy here.
We don't know who the enemy is.
We do. That's not Bonnie.
Don't defend me.
You two need to make the hell up.
Bonnie's been an
You need to
enemy
make up with me now that I know that you've been lying to me
most
this
of all
whole
season.
time.
Blame me for that, for all of this.
This was your
It
father,
all
not
me.
you. He paid off the hospital just like he probably paid the cops for the drive.
He doesn't have the drive.
You don't know that.
He took the baby because he thinks we have it. He knows we won't come after him if he has custody.
Her files indicate that she has a history of psychiatric problems, time in
I
rehab.
know her. She's not doing cocaine. This is her father. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
Maybe that's just what you want to believe. But Annalise, you are my patient, okay? Not Laurel. And we need to be careful about how this situation could be triggering you.
Every situation is a trigger for me.
Not like this. I'm saying neither of us have enough information about her.
Because you're not listening.
Look, your health is my priority here.
This is why your daughter killed herself, because you just drove her crazy, just like you're doing to me right now.
Annalise, that was no. That was no. That was too far.
So that's my problem. Your story's too perfect.
Nichols, in a perfect story, you don't admit you picked up the gun.
Yeah, well, that part's too perfect as well.
What was she looking at? Wasn't that was Antara's stuff, right? I don't know. I'm confused.
Longbow Nate got me out. For now.
What does that mean?
They can still charge me. At least now it won't be for murder.
What are you talking
Simon didn't
about?
die? He's alive.
Thank God.
This is not good news, Oliver.
What?
Our story.
I know, because they can point the finger, but he shot himself in the head. He might not even remember any of
I don't
this.
think he's gonna be able to say much if he does wake up.
We can always send Frank into his room with the pillow to take care of it.
Oh my God, do
No,
you hear
no, no,
yourself?
no.
Quiet. There's no world where it's okay for you to hope an innocent person dies.
We don't actually hope that.
Yes, you do, because all you guys do is worry about yourselves.
Actually, I was the one who was so worried about this plan that I told you not to do it.
Okay, great. You told me so. Does that make you feel so much better knowing you're right when an innocent man took a bullet to his head because of us?
Actually, that was on him, not them.
We all deserve hell.
Here.
More pictures of the baby.
He's strong. Alive. Because of you.
I know what we can do to get him back.
What, kill your dad? At this point, I'd be okay with that.
Hi, it's Dominic. I need you to track a phone for me in Philly. Name's Oliver Hampton. Give me his current location.
Ooh, thank you, Frank. What'd he do with them?
I want to call Dominic.
Tell me where the hard drive is.
I don't know.
The fact that he called me last night warning me not to do this, it just proves that he finally wants to do the right thing.
No, it doesn't. I think Frank killed him, didn't he?
Even though that baby's not yours, you're still trying to make her love you back. I don't blame you, brother. I fell for her too.
I promise you, he's not gonna help us.
Yeah, well, let him tell me that.
You're not hearing him, Laurel.
I don't care.
Shit.
You don't really know her.
Enough!
No one really knows her. Not me. Not her dad. Definitely not Wes.
Last chance to shut up.
Here you are, getting pulled into her mess, even worse than any of us did.
Frank,
Not sad about it.
no.
He killed Wes. I don't care if he did it for somebody else.
Tell me you wouldn't be that stupid.
He would
He's
be.
dead.
But I really don't think Dominic would have helped her anyway.
Security wouldn't let me in, which is a relief because that means none of you can touch him.
Probably we weren't being serious.
No, you were. It's my fault for forgetting who you people really are.
You people? That includes you at this point.
Just promise me you won't touch him.
You just never learned.
Really don't.
I went through Dominic's phone, contacts, emails. There's nothing really on it. Except this. It was on his voicemail.
It's Kristoff.
What? That's who he called? In case of emergency, is Dominic?
It's Kristoff. I'm in trouble. We all could be. Call me as soon as you get this.
What? What? Okay. Trying to wrap my mind around that information. Why the hell would Wes call Dominic? How did he even know Dominic? And then Dominic killed Wes? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Okay. Yeah, so basically this whole episode was just bringing like that night all together into one episode and then, you know, filling in the gaps. So who has the hard drive? Does Bonnie have it? Do the cops have it? Like Bonnie, Nate, and whatever. Like what was Bonnie looking at? It had like a lot of Antares stuff on it. So to me, that's the hard drive, right? And she lied. I don't know. I'm just very confused. But the baby's alive and Laurel's father has taken the baby, which honestly I think would be illegal. You know, one didn't have Laurel's permission. I know that she's got like these, you know, made up charges or whatever, or accusations against her, but that shouldn't give her dad like automatic rights to the child, even if he is the grandfather. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I'm not familiar with law, so maybe that is the way it can work, but to me, I think that's a bunch of bull that he just took the baby. And I mean, I know he's got a lot of money and he probably paid the hospital off, and that's why they gave him permission and all that. You know, that's probably why it went the way it did. But I don't know. Ugh. Just everything's a mess. Oliver, I think, is realizing how bad the group can be, and he doesn't like being a part of it anymore. I don't know what that's going to mean for everybody. But it kind of looks like this whole situation is bringing everyone back together with Annalise. That she's kind of involved now. And, you know, like she said, they never learn. They don't learn. And there's like 2 more seasons of this. I know that season 6 is going on right now. And it's the final season, so I'm kind of interested in how this is going to end. Like, what season 5? Is there going to be another murder that they have to solve or whatever? So I don't know how many more murders they can get away with. Even though technically they didn't kill anyone in this one. Simon shot himself and he's alive. There's a chance that because he shot himself in the head and took obviously some brain damage, that if he wakes up, he may not remember what happened. And I think it was pretty shitty of the group to be upset by the fact that he didn't die, and thinking up ways that they can take care of the problem. And I mean, I get why they want to, because they don't want to go to jail or whatever, but that's somebody's life. Even Simon, and I don't like Simon. I absolutely detest Simon. I don't like his character at all. And, you know, I really don't care if he lives or dies, but, you know, he's still a human. They should, you know, because they know him, they should care. Like, I'm a viewer. I don't have to care. But them, they should care, you know. I don't know. I just think that they shouldn't have automatically gone to let's take care of the problem. So I can understand Oliver's reaction to that whole scenario. I can understand it. Frank, I'm glad he killed Dominic. What did Laurel really think Dominic was going to do for her? Yeah, he called her and warned her, but I don't think it was because he wanted to do the right thing. I think he was just trying to protect her from her father, and that's it. That's as far as his loyalty went with her, was just to stop her from doing something that he knew her father would come after her for. And I think, you know, because he was continuing to try to make sure nothing happened to Antares, because he was talking to Tegan, wanted to know who the IT guy was that was a witness, and then he was going after Oliver, and I'm pretty sure he probably would have killed Oliver to get the information that he was looking for. So I'm grateful for Frank coming along and taking Dominic. Now, I believe Dominic when he said that he didn't take the hard drive, because I don't think that he did. But like I said, I think Bonnie and them have it. I mean, is that supposed to be obvious? Because I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that whole scene and just make sure. But yeah, so, and Frank killed Dominic just because Dominic was taunting him about Laurel. So yeah, I don't know, but I don't care. He killed Wes. I don't care if he didn't do it because he wanted to do it. He did it because he was being told what to do, because he was being a puppet. I don't care. He technically did the deed, so I'm fine. I'm fine that he's dead, and I do not care. I'm glad Frank killed him. I think when, I can't remember his name, but the therapist and Annalise, their conversation outside, like, I don't agree that she, like, blackmailed him to do what she wanted, because it didn't really do anything, like, because the baby got taken no matter what. But, you know, they were arguing because he was like, maybe she did do the drugs, you know, because, you know, she was offered antidepressants and whatever. And I really don't think Laurel did drugs. I really don't. I think that was all set up from her dad. And I don't know if they put drugs in her system or they just paid somebody off to make up those documents that she tested positive, you know? And the baby, I guess. I guess the baby tested positive too. I don't know. But I know that her doing cocaine did not induce labor, because she didn't do cocaine. As far as we've seen, and I really don't think that she would do that. I'd be surprised if that turned out to be true, but I really don't think it is. But Dominic does have me a little concerned when he was taunting Frank, saying that nobody really knows Laurel, like not her dad, not him, not Frank, nobody. So that's got me a little concerned that there's something about Laurel that we don't know, you know? So I don't know what to see, I guess. But anyway, back to the conversation with the therapist. But when Annalise, like, she got so angry at him for not listening to what she was saying. And it's like, that's why your daughter killed herself, because you drove her crazy, like you drive me crazy or something. That was way too far. She should not have said that. She should be like on her knees begging for like forgiveness for that, because that was a horrible, horrible thing to say. So I wonder what kind of effect that is going to have on her sobriety thing. Like, I don't know what it's called. Like, she has to see him in order to be able to, like, study law, or to do law. So, yeah, I don't know how that's going to affect it. I mean, I guess she can still go back to the blackmail, you know, about him and his wife kind of not following the rules as far as the conversations go. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm very interested. This episode went like really fast for me. So yeah, so it was a really great episode, and I can't wait to find out what the hell is going on. I mean, we found out one crazy thing, you know, we've got all that information, how that crazy night went, and now we got this whole other question, like possibly Laurel having a dark side or something like that, and we got Wes or Kristoff knowing Dominic. I mean, he's a case of emergency person. That's still throwing me. I don't get it. So yeah, and like, is everybody gonna get caught on the whole Antares thing? Tegan, I think, is suspicious because she doesn't believe Michaela, and Simon's alive and could wake up and remember everything until I really don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm ready to find out. But I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions and anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.